In the last week, we have had snow, heavy rain, high winds, so it's been tough to build. My son and I took a walk on this trail last week when we had quite a bit of snow, and it looks totally different now than it did with the snow. Like, I don't recognize it at all. Come along, we will take a look at the week that was crazy weather, very little progress, and a fair bit of stress, if I'm honest. I guess every risk you take has the potential of having issues and challenges, and we're facing them. And I can't wait for 5 years from now when I'm sitting in my cozy little cabin looking at the river, enjoying a coffee on Christmas with a beautiful wild Christmas tree. But for now, we just have to grin and bear and get through it, and it will be worth it. Oh.
I'm Nicola, and Alder is me sharing my passion with others. It's hiking, paddling, backwoods camping, playing in the forest, and having meaningful connections with nature. It's helping people learn new skills, as well as learning new skills myself, and helping people find confidence and independence in the backcountry. My family and I recently sold our home and moved further into the wilderness, with dreams of building a tiny home or off-grid cabin closer to nature. I'm excited to share this adventure with you, along with all of my other outdoor adventures. I hope you enjoy all of the adventures we're about to have together. It takes a lot each and every time we go over to take out all of the equipment and all of the tools and get set up for the day. Sometimes we have to shovel out the lumber, and it takes up time. We've gotten into a bit of a routine of it, but it never seems like you can actually accomplish what you set out to accomplish that day, because expectations are high and everything takes longer than you think. But it's coming, slowly but surely, it's coming. Yeah. That's, what do you think? You tell me.
Cat?
No.
A bird.
No, not a squirrel. It's...
Bird?
No.
Rabbit.
No. Rabbit, remember the
Deer.
back feet go over the front. That's too little.
Hopefully this is the last time it snows inside our house.
And just like that, as Nova Scotia weather has a tendency of doing, we went from Winter Wonderland to rain, thunder and lightning, and high wind. I haven't recorded anything in the last couple of weeks because the progress that we have made has been not stuff that you can really notice a difference in on the house itself. It's all important, finishing up the gable ends, studding them up and framing for the windows. We've been working on the overhang for the front so that we can start sheathing the roof and get the roof done. But it's been slow work. The weather has been terrible, really terrible. So we haven't been able to accomplish a whole lot. So today I'm making some breakfast. I'll make an omelet. And then we're gonna go get to work and try to get a lot done today. I have been doing a little bit of guiding on the weekends. So I've been doing some stargazing in the evenings and forest bathing in the morning. It's so nice. It only takes me away from the build for an hour in the mornings. The evenings, it's after dark, so it doesn't matter. We're not building then anyway. But it's just been really nice. Like, what better way to start your morning? Honestly, I am just taking a walk through the trail back to the cottage. The wind is chilly, but on the trail it's pretty sheltered, and the sun is beautiful today, and it just sets the tone for the morning. Like, I am ready to go put on a few more layers and head over to the property and just go to work. I'm ready for my day now.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you. So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let go. The world around could pass us by, a thunderstorm, a lightning strike, as we hold each other tight.
Well, hello. What? What? Got some coffee, got some warmer duds on, and Waylon and I are heading over to do some work. Good boy. Well, I made it. And John's already at work. Looking good?
Can you grab this?
Yeah. There's not a heck of a lot that I can help John with right now, so I've just been passing him stuff. He's got to make a couple little cuts, so I'm gonna have a treat, and then I think we're gonna put all of these rafters or whatever they're called up for the overhang, get them all up, and then get them all tacked into place.
They say that you build your first house for your enemy, your second house for a friend, and your third one for yourself. We're only getting one crack at this, so we're trying very hard to get it right. The plans have changed a number of times for this build. Everything from the exterior aesthetic of the house to the interior floor plan. Even we originally thought we would build on wheels, and here we are. But every change has been for a reason. I really feel like this was what was meant to be. This building is very similar to a family camp that we have and that we love to visit. A camp that was built by my father and my uncle, and we enjoy this place so much. Actually, when we originally talked about building a tiny house, when we actually started having legitimate conversations about making this a reality, it was while spending time at that camp. And on Sunday, when we just weren't ready to pack up and leave, we realized this was the lifestyle we wanted. We wanted simplicity. We wanted the river. We wanted to be more focused on the people around us than the things around us, and to make every minute count.
Didn't take long to get the new truck dirty. We got rid of the diesel. We are obviously not doing a tiny house on wheels, and therefore it was time to downsize. It's been a really long time since we have had the chance to just sit by the river and enjoy this property and the beauty around us. Every time we come here, it's been work, 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 and you kind of get into that like mindset and you forget about like why we're here. We got to enjoy that a lot when the like civil works was happening, because we had hired people to come help us with that. But now that it's all on us, we are missing out on this. And I mean, it is because of necessity, but today we got the rafters, I think they're called, for the overhang, up onto the beam, and we moved the staging, and now we have about half an hour of daylight left. So rather than haul out all the tools to do 15 minutes of a job, we decided to just take it easy and relax for a few minutes before we have to go start supper. It feels good though. It feels good just sit on the ground and listen to the river. The river is higher than it's ever been, and it's beautiful, and it feels so good just to relax and enjoy it for a minute. We haven't found where we packed the snow brush. Luckily, John's a trooper. While I'm making breakfast, he's out cleaning off the truck. I was getting ready for forest bathing this morning. The participants have decided this isn't quite optimal weather for being outside. Understandable. I think it's so fun to do forest bathing in a winter wonderland, but it's not for everybody. And now I'm making an omelet since I've got a little more time.
Sit. 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 Did you go outside in the snow? Good boy.
Hi. No. Did you have fun outside with Dia? Did you have fun outside with Dia? The trend lately has been just lots of variation in weather. We've had all kinds of different weather, and true to the pattern, we woke up this morning to a winter wonderland. Yesterday was chilly, but there was no snow on the ground. Forest bathing is back on. And there's more snow than I realized. Today's walk home looks very different. I have talked about forest bathing a couple times in this video, and anybody who follows me regularly probably knows that forest bathing is something that I offer. Forest bathing is often something that people get confused about. So it has nothing to do with bathing, and it is definitely something we do fully clothed. Two very regular questions that I get. So forest bathing is the practice of Shinrin-yoku. In the 80s, the Japanese studied the effects of nature being in the forest on our health and found that there were a lot of health benefits, both mental health and physical health. The practice itself of forest bathing is really just being out in nature and being mindful of your senses, of what's going on around you. It's really just slowing down to notice the things around us. It's a really fun practice. But I find every single practice is different with every single client that you take out. Some are really inquisitive and want to talk a lot about what's around us, and that's fantastic. We're discovering the things around us and talking about them. And other people really want a very quiet, mindful, almost meditative practice, and that's fantastic too. I also do something called forest playing, which is kind of my spin on forest bathing, but with kids. And so we still pay a lot of attention to our senses, and we do a little like super quick meditative moment, and then we usually do some sort of group activity and then have some open play in the forest, and it's so much fun.
Christmas came so much faster than any of us could have anticipated. But we pretty much had the best case scenario for being homeless over the holidays. We had a beautiful, warm, dry place to lay our heads. The only thing that could have made it any better would have been if our tiny house had been finished. It was a quiet morning. Just the four of us woke up and opened our presents together for the first time ever. And it was kind of a treat.
Dad, look at that go. That's pretty good.
Later, my mother and father and grandmother came over for a visit.
Oh, Robert Munch.
We took my grandmother over to the property for the very first time. She had never seen the tiny house. At the property, we decorated an outdoor Christmas tree with ornaments made by my mother and children from bird seed for the birds to enjoy, and small wooden ornaments. Simple, enjoyable Christmas. Thank you for watching, and I hope your holidays were fantastic.